Spring and summer cannot come soon enough. The warm air, maybe even a little sand between our toes. And even though we are still well into winter, I'm willing to bet some of you still have some signs of your sun worship showing all over your face. Dr. Therese Stubbs of Therese Aesthetic Medicine can help you get ready for spring break because it is coming by undoing all that sun damage. So Dr. Ann, we need to undo it because we don't want it there in the first place, right?
Exactly, and we all know that we're going to get out there and do it again. So
exactly, right?
Maybe with some sunblock, but we'll be able to preserve some of the skin by taking some of that off from last summer.
And why is now such a good time to kind of do these treatments on our skin?
Well, it's the colder weather, and what happens in the cold weather is that our skin tends to kind of get a layer of the dead skin cells that kind of cling to the top. So we need to do a little more exfoliating, and then it's a perfect time to stay out of the sun in central Ohio. If you need to pursue a laser treatment or something to kind of get some of those browns and reds removed, it's a good time to not be back in the sun right away.
And what does the sun do to our face?
The sun does a few things. The UVB rays, which are the shorter rays, are what are responsible for tanning. So that's what turns our skin brown and also can give us some brown spots through the years that are kind of distressing to those of us who age. Now, the young kids want that, but we're trying to convince them that they don't need to do that because when they're our age, they really won't want that sun damage. Now, the longer wavelength in the sun ray is the UVA ray, and that goes through windows, and that damages our collagen. So that makes the skin kind of hang or sag. And you've seen people maybe who've lived in Florida for years and their skin just kind of doesn't have that firm turgor, it kind of hangs, and that's damage from the sun just due to the collagen in the skin being degraded.
We don't want anybody to say our face looks like a wallet, right?
Exactly.
I mean, that is
we don't want the leathery look at all. You
exactly.
want that nice, healthy kind of look to the skin where it doesn't have the spots and it's got some good strength and turgor to it.
So what is a fractionated laser? You say this could help.
Yes, fractionated lasers, Clear and Brilliant and Fraxel are two of the trade names that people may have heard. Basically, instead of a laser ablating or taking off the surface of the skin, it kind of, you know, your lawn gets aerated, it's almost like that. Little dots of laser energy go down into the skin, so the skin looks a little red after the treatment, but folks can put makeup on, can put sunblock on, and they can go about their daily activities without a flaking or peeling skin. So this picture that we're seeing here, that's after 4 Fraxel treatments, and basically on the left side you can see all the pigment, the uneven texture and tone, and basically after the 4th treatment, pigment's gone, a lot of the red spots go, and the skin tone and texture is a lot better.
So how is that different from light-based devices?
So then there's another term out there called IPL, or intense pulse light, or sometimes people call it BBL, broadband light. That is wonderful for taking pigment off as well, both browns and red it addresses. And this is less invasive than even the fractionated laser. This is something that there's a flash of light that hits the skin. People are a little flushed when they leave the office, and maybe the browns might look a little browner. Once again, no peeling, no flaking, no time to hide from work. People do it on their lunch hour, actually. And this builds collagen as well. We usually do these in series of 3 or sometimes 5 if the pigment's really severe, but 1 a month. So people pop in once a month. It takes about 15 minutes, and this flash of light hits the skin. Very tolerable, almost feels like a little rubber band that kind of snapping, but very doable. And then the browns tend to fade or flake over the next 3 to 4 weeks, and then we hit them again a month later.
Okay, that sounds easy enough. Now, the other thing that you have kind of in your arsenal, another tool, is retinoids, which you think of, I think, for acne treatment,
exactly.
But they can do other things.
They do. They're wonderful for anti-aging of the skin, or kind of reversing the aging process. Retin A can be kind of turned into retinol or different retinoids in skin creams. We've always known that it dries the skin a little bit for acne, which is wonderful. It also turns over skin cells faster. So as we age, our whole, that skin cell's born on the bottom of the dermis and usually takes about 28 days to come to the surface. And then as we age, it might take 35, it might take 40, so our skin looks dull and those brown spots tend to stay there longer. If you put somebody on a low dose of a retin A, even 3 or 4 times a week, it turns over those skin cells faster, so the skin on the top is sloughing a little bit, and the new skin cells come to the surface, and it looks fresher, it looks brighter, and it somehow builds collagen too. We haven't really isolated exactly what about retin A makes the cells kind of build more collagen, but if you biopsy the skin at the start, put somebody on Retin-A for about 3 months and then biopsy the skin again, there's more collagen after the Retin-A treatment with no other treatments other than the Retin-A.
That's an amazing side effect that we'll take.
It is.
All right.
Just a commitment to putting it on a couple times a week at night.
Okay, Dr. Ann, to help us all get our faces ready for spring, you have a great offer to help us get there.
Yes, we know that people don't always know exactly what they need, so we always offer a complimentary consultation to come in, talk with us about what the problems are, and then 20% off on all the light-based or laser treatments that take off that sun damage.
All right, Dr. Ann, just say you saw it on Daytime and you'll get that discount.
That's right, mention Daytime, definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.